Do you ever see a hack on the internet and think to yourself, does that actually work or is it total BS? Well, me too. So in today's video, we're trying viral home, beauty, and cleaning hacks. These are all ones I found on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So we're going to put all of these viral hacks to the test and see if these are cheat codes or if they are total clickbait. I have never been more excited for a hack before because this is like that cleaning, like I was gonna say cleaning, but like YouTube's gonna get me in trouble for saying that word. This is supposed to be cleaning, like a sexy cleaning video. What they do is basically they put this in the drain cleaner and it like bubbles out, and you should be able to see all of the dirt and stuff bubble out of your drain. So if this works, like this is gonna like scratch an itch in my brain that I didn't know could be scratched, but I don't think it's gonna work. I unlocked it. You're supposed to push it down. Oh my God. That's insane. Ew. Look at that. No, that's crazy. Okay, that's insane. Now this one I'm very excited about because I have a ring that it has like lots of stones in it, so I'm always getting gunk in there, like lotion, things like that. And I saw this on Instagram Reels and basically said you can use your espresso machine to clean your diamond ring. So basically all you do is you use a pair of tongs to put your diamond ring underneath the steamer for the milk, and you let it steam, and it's supposed to get everything out of the grooves. Now, caveat here, they say don't do this if you have any loose stones, obviously, because they're gonna go flying with the high pressure. But this is one that I'm really excited for. It looked on Instagram Reels like it worked, but I'm gonna try it for myself. So here's my ring. All right, you can see all the tiny grooves. I'm gonna put it on, and then I'm gonna put lotion on my hands. Really get it in there. So this is how dirty the ring is now. Let's make it dirtier. Okay, we have caked it. Now let's see if this hack works. Here's the ring after, and it got out all of the lotion, and it's beautiful and sparkly. Now, this is another one that I found, and this is gonna be really helpful if it works because I have arthritis and it is so freaking difficult for me to open cans, bottles, and things like that. So I found this bottle opener, and it's supposed to make opening a bottle super easy, like even like the most difficult thing. So this is what it looks like. There are 3 in here, and basically it just looks like a big piece of rubber. Yeah, it's just a big piece of rubber. There's one side that's very shiny, and there's one side that's matte. I don't actually know what side you're supposed to use, but we're gonna see if this makes things easier to open or if it's just a useless piece of plastic that someone tried to sell to me. Brand new, as you can see, better than bouillon. I'm gonna use the shiny side this time, and I'm gonna leave these things on to really make it difficult. Okay, look at that. That was super easy. Shiny side. Okay, let's tighten the peanut butter again and try it with the shiny side. Okay, no, the thing works on the shiny side. I don't think anybody needs this unless you have arthritis. That's what I'd say, but it does work. And oh my gosh, do you ever like go to a store and you get something, maybe you go to Goodwill, maybe you go to Dollar Tree, and they put those obnoxious tags on the bottom and you're like, how do I get this off? And you're spending hours and hours and hours trying to get them off. Maybe you're trying to soak it off with soap. Maybe you're trying to scratch it off with your nail. Maybe you're using a knife, which is super dangerous and you don't want to impale yourself. Maybe you're using a blow dryer. But I saw this hack. The hack is to get a piece of tape, put that piece of tape partially on the sticker and partially off, and use that to pull off the sticker. It says put part of the tape on the label and part of it off, smooth it down, and then that didn't work. Okay, let's find some better tape. Okay, I have packing tape, so let's try with this. Doesn't work. Next, I want to try a beauty hack. So I've been seeing this all over TikTok Shop. This is the peelable lip stain. So basically you're supposed to like put this on your lips, let it sit for like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, something like that. And then you will have an all day lip stain. Some people even sleep in this so that you get like that natural color. So it looks like a natural color, not like you put on lipstick. Now I didn't get the brand that they have on TikTok Shop because I personally just like don't want to shop on TikTok Shop. So I got like the most popular one on Amazon, which honestly doesn't have good reviews. It gets like a 3.9 star, but it's the number #1 bestseller. So somebody is liking these. And I got this in the color Hush because, you know, I like to wear brown. That's not what I have on my lips right now. This is my normal lip combo. But let's see if this works because this could be a game changer. The directions are here. It says, ensure lips are properly hydrated. Well, mine surely are not. Now let's put it on my lips. Using a damp cloth or tissue, wipe away the blue mask. Okay. It honestly just looks like my lips were irritated, right? It doesn't look like it worked to me. No. It doesn't look like I did anything. It looks like I ate a baby bottle pop and then forgot to clean my lips afterwards. It just looks like my lips are irritated. This trend is a no for Kiva. Next, I want to do a fashion one because I love high heels. I always have. I'm not short, I'm 5'6", but I always want to look taller. So I love to wear a good heel. Plus all my pants end up being way too long. And I don't want to go to the tailor, okay? So I love to wear heels, but sometimes after a few hours, your feet start to hurt. Obviously, if you're a woman, you know this. Honestly, men know this too. And I saw this hack on TikTok that said if you tape your 3rd and 4th toe together, you won't feel any pain. All right, I have the Socates, the most uncomfortable shoes on the planet. This has been like rated, and I have my tape. Okay, this is not actually tape, this is window cling. Ooh, instant pain, instant pain. I can't even get the other foot on. Well, I'll be damned. What do you think the science of this is? Doctor, the 3rd and 4th toes? No, like my foot like literally does not hurt. Like as compared to the other one.
Must be like weight distribution.
That's insane. Let's try it with another shoe that doesn't hurt, like inherently, for a better comparison. Okay, now I'm trying with just like a heel that doesn't really hurt my foot unless I wear it for like a long time. I'm not gonna strap it in. Okay, baseline. The right foot definitely hurts less with the toes taped together. Now, I don't know if this one is dangerous or not, but I'm gonna try it. So this one has to do with steaming. Obviously, I'm always talking about like steaming hacks. We're gonna do this one and then we're gonna do another one. Hack #1, they say, is to put ice cubes in your dryer with your wrinkled item and then it'll turn into like a steamer, obviously. So here's a very wrinkled shirt. Let me show you the back, the most wrinkled part. By putting ice cubes in the dryer. So I'm taking the shirt, throwing it in the dryer. I'm taking 2 ice cubes, throwing them in. Okay, it's been just a few minutes. As you can see, it's only been it says only 5 minutes left, but it's actually only been 3 minutes. I think it just senses it's not wet, but you can no longer hear the ice cubes. So I'm gonna stop it. We're gonna look. Okay, look at that. So the shirt is definitely wrinkled, but it's less wrinkled for sure. I don't know if that would have happened with just putting it in the dryer, but this is how it looks after, and you did see the before. So this is how wrinkled it is now. Still wrinkled, but definitely significantly better than it was before. So this is a cheat code. It was only 3 minutes. Now this is another steaming hack. I've already tried this one. Okay, I'm sorry. That's not as exciting, but it's because I bought this a while ago. I saw this advertised to me, I think on like Instagram Reels, and basically it is a steamer vacuum. I saw it for clothes, but basically it creates suction via the vacuum. Therefore it's able to pull something taut without an ironing board. See, I love steaming, but whenever I'm like traveling, I'm like, oh my gosh, the steamer is still really hard to use, right? Because I have to find somewhere to hang it and something like that. This creates that suction so you don't need to hang it. You can have it flat on the bed. You can be holding it from the hanger and it's gonna get something perfectly steamed in like 30 seconds flat. It is absolutely insane and has saved me so much time, so I wanted to put you on. Next, we're going to try a duvet putting on hack. One of the number one questions I get asked is how do you put a duvet cover on a duvet? To be honest, I don't think it's that hard. I think it's pretty linear, but this is a hack that everyone tries that says it's so much easier. I personally just lay the duvet cover on top of the duvet and I flip it inside out. But this is the burrito roll technique, so let's try it and see if it works. But honestly, I think this one's gonna be super stupid. This hack works, but it's incredibly inefficient. And so for that reason, though it works, it's not the most practical. It's not the best way to put on a duvet cover. Therefore, I'm going to render this as clickbait. I'm sorry. It's so much easier to put on a duvet cover by just laying your duvet cover inside out and then reaching through. The roll just like gets everything all jumbled up. Why do that? It doesn't make any sense. Now, I love a good bath sheet. The bigger the towel, the better. I want to feel like I'm wrapping myself in a full blanket when I get out of the shower. Plus, I hate being wet when you go sit on the bed because then the bed's wet. Who wants that? So this is a way to fold a bath sheet so that it's nice and compact, because I love a bath sheet for all the reasons I just told you, but they take up a lot of space in the linen closet or in your drawer or whatever. So this is supposed to make it really nice and compact so that you can stack them, fit them in the closet, and not feel like you have to get normal bath towels, not bath sheets for this reason. And it's supposed to work with duvets, quilts, all those type of things. So this could be a real game changer when it comes to folding items. And now we're on to another kitchen hack, which is how to fold a bag of chips so that you don't need a chip clip. Now, I've seen this hack on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, on YouTube Shorts, and it leaves me absolutely dumbfounded. I can never figure out how to do this one, but I'm gonna lock in and see, because this could be a game changer, because Kiva's had many a bag of chip go stale because she didn't know how to fold it correctly and she didn't have any chip clips, because I use them all for the dog's food, okay?
Now find where the air stops, right about here. And you're going to fold the corners in this triangle, right where the chip level is. Once you're here, fold in the opposite side. Now you have these wings that can be unwrapped, and they will provide a secure hold.
Ma'am, she clipped the video. Trying to fold this bag for like 10 minutes and I can't do it. So I'm gonna let Babe try, because my idiocy should not be reflective of the hack. I have a video. Would you like that?
Wait, sorry.
You're supposed to fold the two corners together and then fold it down onto itself. Roll it a few times and then tuck the triangle over top of the fold.
Like, kind of like
yeah.
This. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I think this one.
I've seen 50 people do it though. It's definitely possible.
Okay, so it's definitely a hack, but we're too stupid. So we'll leave this one up in the air. You guys can vote down in the comments. Do you think this is cheat code or clickbait? Should we just fold it? Or like, who even saves chips anyway? Because we eat the whole thing in one sitting. Now, this one is gonna be so exciting. This is basically a hack for removing dandruff from your hair. So if you have dandruff, which many of us do, you don't need to be embarrassed. It can build up in your hair, grease can build up in your hair, and it can be hard to get it all out, even if you're using stripping shampoo, something like that. This is a comb that I found on the internet that is supposed to get all that stuff out, and then you're able to squeeze out all of the debris and see it, and see all of the dirt and stuff that was stuck in your hair. So let's give it a try. Now I'm gonna try the dandruff comb. I don't know if it's gonna work on me because of my hair type, but let's try. So the idea is you comb your hair and then on top of these spokes, the dandruff kind of pokes out. So let's try. I know, if it doesn't work on me, I'll try on Babe next and see. And you guys are gonna be like, ew, you share a comb. Okay, we share everything else too. We do have our own toothbrushes though, if that helps. Okay. I've combed my hair. Let's see, let's turn off the face track. All right, here it is. Yeah, you can see a little bit of dust on the spokes. Not that much. It did definitely get some dust. You see, that's dust out of my hair. Now we're gonna try Babe's hair. The last time Babe showered was, I don't know, 16 hours ago, and washed her hair. Would you take your hair down? Starting with a clean comb. Comb away. You're gonna put knots in your hair if you comb like that. What do I know though? I don't have any hair.
Probably, but I'm getting you my dandruff.
True, I shouldn't complain. You're putting in work for me here. All right, is this fact or cap? Let's see. I'm gonna use the white backdrop here so you can really see. Oh my God. So the comb is a cheat code, not clickbait. Now we're on to another hack, including feet. I don't know, I guess I was thinking about feet when I made this list, but this is the Flirty Feet Instant Foot Peeling Spray. I don't flirt with my feet, but you know, there are lots of people who are into that, okay? So basically, it says that spritz your way to instantly soft and supple feet. Where are the directions? I don't care. Spray directly onto clean, dry feet. Use circular motions, rub off dead skin, or use exfoliating mitt for extra peeling effect. Finish by cleansing feet with soap and water, then pat dry. You're supposed to use this every 7 to 10 days. When I saw this on the internet, your feet are supposed to just like slough off. It's supposed to be like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon. So let's see if the Flirty Feet are going to make my feet flirtatious. It's foot spray time. Here are my feet. I want to show you how cracked my heels are. So there it is. It doesn't look good. Here's the other one. I could definitely use a spa day. So it says to take the top off, which I did, and spray onto clean, dry feet. Then it says, use circular motions to rub off dead skin or use an exfoliating mitt. Okay, I don't have that. So I'm just gonna use my hand. Okay, it just says to rub, so. Oh wait, look at that. Holy crap. Ew! I am so impressed. This is a cheat code for sure. Now we're gonna do a makeup hack because makeup is not my forte and I want it to look as nice as possible without having to spend more than 5 minutes doing it. So they say here that if you put on your makeup with a frozen beauty blender, your makeup is going to melt into your skin better and it's going to look more luscious and you're going to have to use less foundation. So I will wipe off foundation on one side of my face. I already have like a full face on, so I'll wipe it off of my right side and I will use a frozen beauty blender to reapply so we can compare how the side of my face that I applied with like a normal non-frozen beauty blender fares compared to the one that I applied with a frozen beauty blender. Now it's time for the beauty blender hack. I have to prepare this one. So as you can see, this is a dry beauty blender. I'm going to wet it. I'm gonna use purified water and I'm gonna let it get like thick. I'm gonna let it inflate, as they say. All right. And now I'm just putting it in the freezer. I should have probably put it on a paper towel because of germs, but I didn't think about it. Here's my foundation and my frozen beauty blender. So I'm gonna put a pump on the bottom here. Ooh, that's cold. Obviously, it was just in the freezer. I'm gonna say that it definitely gives you more full coverage because it doesn't absorb as much of the foundation into the sponge because it's frozen and it just kind of goes on your face. And then obviously it depuffs because it's cold. So it's like ice rolling and putting on your makeup. I think it looks good. Now this is a silly one, but are you ever like making salad dressing or something and you want to use a lemon and you can't find your lemon squeezer and your hands aren't strong enough? I feel this way often, but I have arthritis, so this is an arthritis friendly hack. Basically, you're supposed to just put the lemon in between your tongs and squeeze. There is literally no way this doesn't work, but I thought that this hack could be a total game changer. One, if you don't want to buy a lemon squeezer, or two, you can't find your lemon squeezer. The only downside here is that the seeds will fall in, but you can just fish those out with a spoon. People make such a big deal about that, but I'm like, you have eyes, so just look, it's totally fine. I definitely need the help of my hand still, but it definitely works. I would definitely be able to get out more liquid though with a proper lemon juicer. Like, see how much more I was able to get out? I would say this one works. Next, we're gonna do a fashion hack, and that hack is to roll your turtleneck in as opposed to rolling it out. Now, this is a simple one, but this is supposed to make your neck look a little bit more slim and make it easier for you to put on a necklace with your turtleneck, because I actually love layering jewelry on top of a turtleneck, but I feel like it looks too bulky and then it looks like that one viral picture of The Rock. So maybe this will be a little bit more flattering. Now it's time for the turtleneck hack. So the idea is, instead of rolling it out like this, you roll it inwards. This is not the right type of turtleneck. Let me find a better one. But I will say, even with this being the wrong type of turtleneck, I feel like it already works because it exposes your neck a little bit more so that you can see jewelry if you have some on. Okay, I cannot for the life of me find a long sleeve turtleneck right now. So instead of folding it down like this, you're supposed to fold it inward. I mean, like, yeah, that works. I don't know, like, I don't think it's like sophisticated enough to be a hack, but it definitely allows me to have my necklace out. I think it's cute. It definitely smooths the look a little bit. So this is also a cheat code. Now, this one is gonna change my life if it works. This is how to make an oversized shirt fit without making your pants look really, really bulky. I'm super insecure about like my tummy, so I don't wanna tuck a shirt in and that make it look even more bulky. So basically you're supposed to use a hair tie, tie it in the back and roll the shirt in. So we're gonna see if this works really well or if it's total clickbait, and no matter what, you should just get like shorter shirts so that you don't have to tuck so much of it into your pants. So this is the shirt normally, and then I'm gonna do this. Then let me tuck it in. I took my belt off too. Okay, so this is the normal tuck. Tie it with the hair tie. I'm gonna tie this as tight as I can, okay? Then we tuck that up. Okay, I feel like it caused some gapping here, so maybe I made it too tight, but this is how it looks like with the hat. Okay, I actually don't think that looks half bad. I would say that this would probably work better with like a t-shirt. Now for us smelly people, this one should be a game changer if it works. You are supposedly able to remove deodorant stains just using a dryer sheet. So you just rub the dryer sheet on the stain and it's supposed to come out. This seems too good to be true, but let's see. You can get deodorant out in the washing machine, right? Okay. Okay, I just put deodorant on my shirt. Here's my dryer sheet. Okay, it worked. Did it do a perfect job? No, it didn't do a perfect job. Let's see. This doesn't work. If anything, it made it worse. So this one is clickbait. Now I have the battery organizer that comes with a battery charger, but if you don't have a battery charger, totally fine. This is basically a way to tell whether or not your batteries are dead or alive. So basically they say that if a battery is dead, if you drop it on the floor, it will bounce. And if it is not dead, it won't bounce. It'll just hit flat. So dead batteries bounce, good batteries do not bounce. And I know which batteries are dead because I go through batteries like I don't know what with this brand new baby. So let's put it to the test. Okay, I feel like it works because this is the new one. It just like hits the floor. This is the old one. It definitely like bounces around a bit. And the next hack I want to try is one I've shared with you before, but it's so good I had to share it again. People struggle so much with tucking their bedding into their bed, especially if they have a bed that has like a really thick frame or something like that. All you have to do is grab a wooden spoon and use that to tuck in all of your sheets. It's going to prevent you from like breaking your nails and something like that, or straining or hurting your fingers. You just use a spoon to stuff it in and you're good to go. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Those are some viral beauty, home, and fashion hacks that are supposed to totally change your life. Were you surprised by some of these? Do you have other hacks that you swear by that other people wouldn't believe? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. And if you liked today's video and want an episode 2, be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But until next time, have a beautiful day.